This is how content creators are scaling past 5 and 10K months without needing any followers. So back a few years ago, I used to want to be an influencer. I thought that the only way to be able to be successful online and like be able to live that life where you're kind of like traveling and you're getting paid to do so, I thought the best way and the easiest way to do it would be to grow a social media following, and that's the way that I would get paid, because I'd be able to do brand deals, and like my followers would mean that like I'd get more views on my videos and I could get paid by the platforms. And I really thought that like this was the only way that I could genuinely make good money online and be able to live the life that I wanted to live. Because at the time I was in uni, I didn't even want to go to uni. I literally went there as a default because I didn't get the job that I wanted when I left school. So I was at uni, I was depressed at uni, like I was just going out partying, and I was just kind of like dreaming about this life. Like I was so broke as well when I was at uni. I was working like 3 part-time jobs, and I was just dreaming about this life where I could just like travel and I could see the world. I always wanted to see the world because I didn't really get to see like loads of it when I was growing up. Like wasn't that fortunate, and I like dreamt of like being able to visit these countries and work wherever I wanted and being this kind of like boss woman almost. Like this was just like a little fantasy of mine, and like at the time I was like, do you know what, like I want to make this happen. So I started putting a lot of time into wanting to become an influencer. Like I was posting all the time on my socials, and yeah, like I gave a lot of thought and energy thinking that like that was going to be my best option basically. But the thing with influencing that I didn't realize is that one, it takes a long time to be able to grow that following, and you don't really know if you're ever going to get there. Like some people, they can be overnight successes. Some people, it can take a long, long time. There's a lot of like uncertainty in the idea of becoming an influencer, and a lot of like you have to invest a lot without getting a lot back. And I really enjoyed the whole social media aspect. Like I didn't really want to go into something like crypto or Airbnb or like anything else. Like I knew that I loved social media, so I was like I worked in different social media businesses while I was trying to grow my like influencing. So for me that was like, okay, this is something that I can do, which is something that I love, right? But while I'm working in these different businesses and I'm working in social media roles, my pay's always capped. And okay, maybe I could work remotely and I could do a bit of traveling, but I wanted to be able to make like big money. Like I wanted to be able to scale, I wanted no limit, and I wanted to be able to have that time freedom as well. And that was something that like I couldn't get from like working in social media jobs or anything like that. Like I needed to be able to create like a proper income that's not going to be capped by someone else, because I wasn't going to get rich by working for somebody else and having them tell me how many hours I had to work and how much money I was going to earn. So I knew that I needed to do something for myself. And at this point, I've already worked in social media jobs and I've been doing them for a while, and I discovered UGC. So this UGC is like this industry where you create content for brands and they pay you to make content for them. So the way that it works is all brands need content, whether it's for their organic social media pages, like their Instagram, their TikTok pages, or whether they're going to run them as advertisements. And most of the time, if they go to an influencer for that, they're paying a lot of money. So they'd rather go to somebody who is an experienced content creator, is going to make really great content, but isn't going to charge like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because their face is going to be on the product. And that's where UGC creators come in. So but as a UGC creator, you can get paid like really well for the videos still. You can get paid anywhere between $0 and $1,000 for like one video easily. And you can also have like clients on retainer. So obviously you can have clients that are like paying you thousands of dollars every single month to create a certain amount of videos for them. And that's very, very normal in UGC. And the thing that I love most about it wasn't the fact that I was creating content for brands, which is something that I love to do, but it was the fact that I got all that freedom, all of that stuff that I didn't have before when I was working for somebody else. I was able to choose my own pay. I was able to choose which clients I wanted to work with, choose the hours that I work. There was no cap to my income. So if I wanted to work with more clients, then I could work with more clients. And I also had nobody telling me where I needed to be. So I've been traveling for the last like 2-3 years now, and I've spent most of this year in Bali and Dubai. And like I absolutely love that, and I would not have been able to do that if I was working for somebody else. And the reason why most people get into UGC is as a great way to make 10K months, 5K months, and like really scale their income as a content creator is because there's no barrier to entry. So you don't need to pass any exams, you don't need to do anything, you don't need to learn a huge skill. Like it's literally just creating content, and most people are really good at creating content nowadays. Like most people do it as second nature. I know I did. Like, I just didn't even realize that I was trying to grow my own social media pages, and that content that I was making had given me so many skills that I was actually a perfect UGC creator. And UGC is a growing industry. So it's not something that like you can get into and like maybe there's not going to be enough work. Like, it's growing. Like, it's constantly growing. People are constantly joining in the UGC industry. Brands are constantly realizing that they need UGC, and it's going to keep growing. Like, this creator economy, like, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And right now is a great time to get in, because in 2025, 2026, there's going to be so many more opportunities in UGC, and there's so much money to be made there. So anyway, fast forward to my story. Today I've obviously scaled past 5 and 10K months using UGC, and I find it absolutely incredible, like the power that it has and the easiness that I've managed to do it. Like, these months, I have not even worked more than a few hours a day. And most people, like, if they have their own business or they're doing something else, like, to be able to make that kind of money, they're putting a lot more hours in than I am. So I'm super grateful. I have so much flexibility, and I'm living out in Bali, and I've flown my mum out to Dubai this year. I've flown my mum's coming out to visit me in Bali, and like, it's all paid for with UGC. Like, I literally have taken my mum on 2 holidays this year, all because of UGC, and I find that absolutely insane. So yeah, my advice to anybody who's a content creator and wants to be able to make good money online, wants to be able to travel and have that life of freedom, and wants to do it with ease. They don't want to do it like and really find it hard. They want to do something that they find easy, and content is so easy to make, let's be real. So yeah, my advice is to get started with UGC. If you're somebody who likes making content and you want to have this life of freedom, you want to be able to work your own hours, pick your own pay, you want to be able to work wherever you want in the world, like, this is the best industry to give you that kind of flexibility and to be able to do something that you really, really love. I managed to scale as a UGC creator past 10K within 6 months of doing UGC. I think I hit like 5K within like 2 or 3 months. Like, it was very, very quick that I managed to see a lot of success with UGC. And this is consistent as well. Like, it's not like 1 month I might get it and 1 month I might not. Like, this is a very consistent income. And I just really hope that if you're a content creator out there, that you don't sleep on this and you go and get started right now. And if you're somebody who wants to get into this quickly, you don't want to just sleep on it and think about it for the next year and do some research and then have a little go, but maybe back out and not really know what you're doing. And you'd rather just dive straight into it, like, within the next few months, see some success, be able to leave whatever you're doing now and switch over to having that kind of full-time position, doing UGC and working for yourself. DM me the word mentor on Instagram and we can see if there's a way that I can help you. If you're a good fit, obviously, if you're somebody who's going to do well in this, then obviously I'll see if there's a way that I can help you. But yeah, my advice as somebody who's seen success in this industry and helped other people to get success in this industry is invest in this now, because I promise you it's going to pay off later. And as always, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll keep making more videos. And comment if you have any videos that you want to see me make, or if you have any questions. My Instagram, I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.